If you're like many real estate agents out there attempting to update your Google Business Profile just to receive that email that your profile has been suspended, what do you do? Is all of your time wasted? Should you create another profile? Should you attempt to get it back? And what I'm going to do today is share some easy tips and tricks on how to get your profile reinstated and how you can ensure that it won't get suspended again. So if you want to learn more, keep watching. Hey everybody, it's me, Jacob Shireman, your real estate marketing expert. I have over 16 years in marketing, specializing in web design and SEO, and I take that experience to help you grow your real estate business. So if you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release new content. And if you want to get my training, resources, courses, and coaching for free at no extra cost or split to you, take a look at partnering with me at eXp Realty inside the Agent Wolfpack. And there's a link below where you can book a one-on-one call with me to learn more. So let's dive into today's topic. All right, so today we're talking about Google Business Profile. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you understand how important it is to have your Google Business Profile up to date. That's why I've launched my course on how to get clients for free on your Google Business Profile with $0 in ad spend. And you can have people calling you as little as 2 months. I've had agents who have gone through my course and literally in less than 2 months, they have people hitting the call button right from the Google Business Profile and calling them. And we understand how important it is because when we're going to go look for a new business, whether maybe it's a restaurant, place to go get our hair cut, or maybe we're looking for somebody, an electrician, we're going to take to Google, we're going to search for that service near me, and then we're going to read all of the businesses that pop up in the Google Business listing, the Google Maps. We're going to read reviews, look at photos, everything, and make sure that business is still active, that they have a good reputation before we take our money there. And guess what? Your prospective real estate or your future real estate clients are doing the exact same thing. They're looking for best realtor near me, top realtor near me. So in all my other training videos, I teach you how to do that. But in the process, I've had students come to me and say, I was updating my profile and it got suspended. And it says I violated the community guidelines. And what happens is with Google Business Profile, they have really gotten stricter lately because they have merged with Google Maps. So they've gone from Google My Business to Google Business Profile. So now you're managing that now with Google Maps. You no longer have that My Business Profile app to manage that. You're doing it with Google Maps. And so what happened is a lot of people don't understand who qualifies for a Google Business Profile. So one thing that you need to figure out is if your business qualifies that. So if you're in the real estate industry or you're a realtor, you do qualify for several reasons. So you want to make sure that if you're going to show an address, which is the main common reason that profiles get suspended, is because you are kind of hell-bent on showing your address. That actually does nothing for you. I don't care what anybody says, that does nothing for you. It only will make you appear at the top of the rankings if they're right next to your business. But what happens is because of the nature of real estate agents, especially if you're not a broker and you don't have a broker's license, you don't have an official business registration, you technically don't qualify for a location because Google Business Profile is not for all businesses. It's for people with an actual physical presence in a community. So if you are an international business, you're all online, you don't really service people in a local area, you don't qualify for a Google Business Profile. But as realtors, we actually go to our client's house, so we do qualify. So if you're a real estate agent, or even if you have a real estate team, I would not put an address in your profile. I would just mark it to show invisible. You're still going to have to put in an address when you create your profile, but tell it that you don't want it to be publicly displayed. And then that kind of eliminates for you having to prove that you're at that physical location, because what Google requires is that if you put a physical location, that you have somebody during business hours there to greet anybody that comes in, that you have your own signage, that you have your own office. And so if you don't meet those requirements because maybe you're using a shared office or you're using your broker's office, then, that can get flagged because a lot of other people are doing the same thing, claiming that same address. So that's when a red flag comes in, and Google is very intent on keeping the integrity of the Google Business Profile system, because this is where people go to figure out whether they can trust a business. So most of the times, if you put a physical location, that's getting you flagged. So get rid of that. A lot of times too, everybody tries to come up with their own team name. And if you've listened to some of my other personal branding, if you're a solo agent and you're having, Shireman property groups, don't do that, because people don't care about your business name. They want to work with an individual. And since, like here in Texas, we cannot register a real estate business unless we have a broker's license. So we have to get paid through our individual social security number. What happens is if you go and try to put your team name, they're going to ask for your business license, and you can't prove that that team name or that name that you're marketing is officially registered. You can show, the registration with your brokerage or your actual governing real estate commission that you have that registered, but it's not a business name. So if they don't see a business license, they're going to disapprove that. So I always recommend using your first and last name, a dash, and then, Houston real estate or, New York City real estate, whatever your location is, and keep it simple because that name is on your state license to be a real estate agent. So keep your name simple. And a lot of times you're getting flagged because you're trying to edit the address, you're trying to change your business name. And so to Google, if you're changing your business name, that's a red flag because you would never do that. So when you start editing a lot of the profile section, I'm not talking about products or profile updates or questions and answers and reviews, but if you start editing your phone number, your address, your business name, that is a red flag, and they probably are going to suspend you, and you're going to have to prove all of that. So to avoid the headache, especially even if you have an office and you change locations or you change brokerages, you have to go through that all again. So what I recommend is keep your name simple with your first and last name and the area that you're doing real estate, and then don't have your address shown to the public. Put your phone number, your website, and the other information, your service. Your primary could be real estate agent, and then you can add all of the subcategories that I teach in the course. And that will basically 90% of the time keep you from getting flagged. And even if you do get suspended, which I'm going to go through and share my screen, I will show you the wording and everything that you need to do to get your profile unsuspended. I literally just had 2 agents this week reach out to me. I got them all. Once I was doing it, I got it all lifted within 24 hours. So it's not hard to do. There's just a few steps that you need to do. So again, just to recap, keep your name simple. Don't list an address. It does nothing for you. Just make sure you have the service areas that you actually service listed, and that will do fine for your SEO because you're going to add SEO and climb that ranking based on the content that you're adding on a regular basis. And if you don't know that, you need to be adding updates, that you need to be adding products, that you need to be adding questions and answers, getting reviews, and how to do that on an ongoing basis, then go watch my other videos or go buy my course. It's very inexpensive, and I guarantee you it will bring you more free clients without $0 in ad spend every month in as little as a few months. So go check that out. So what I'm going to do next is share my screen and show you how to go through the reinstatement process. All right, so we're on one of our newer Google Business Profile pages. And so what I wanted to show you is how to do a few things. So again, if you have made changes to your name, your address, things like that, I want to show you, you need to make all of the appropriate edits first before you request reinstatement. They're not going to reinstate it and then ask you to change it. So even though your screen will look different than this, all this edit profile stuff, the Q&A, all this will be gone. It'll tell you that your profile is not visible to the public, and that's okay. You'll still have these 3 dots, and then you'll be able to, there's going to be a link to edit your profile information. So you're going to want to click on that. So when you're editing your profile, the first thing that I would do is edit your business name. Make sure your business name is your name. If you're a solo agent, we are registered as a domestic team. So even that, I put our individual names and then Houston Real Estate. And the reason why is I can prove these names on our real estate license, okay? Now, if you are a brokerage or a team, or especially a brokerage and you're a broker and your state allows you to file, an LLC or a business filing, you can put that, just make sure that the name that you're using is on your business license because you will have to show that, okay? So make sure that's there. And then the other thing that you're going to want to correct is make sure all your service areas are correct. And then your hours are correct too, because according to them, that this needs to be, you're actually going to be able to answer your phone during these hours. So when we go to location, you're going to see that I have my business location turned off. So if you click show business address to customers, and this is turned on with your address, I would turn this off. I don't care if you have a brokerage or not, a team. It just creates problems later because You are going to have to update your address at some time if you switch brokerages, all of those things. It just makes it more difficult and it doesn't do anything for you. So go ahead and turn that off. Now, once all of your information is correct, make sure your phone number is correct, your website's correct, all that basic information is correct. Once you do that, I'll put the link in the description below, but you're going to want to come here to fix suspended business profile. So I Googled reinstate Google Business Profile. I found the Google support link and clicked on that. Again, I will put this down there, but this is the page you should be at to request a reinstatement. So we're going to click that request reinstatement button. Now it's going to ask you, did you already submit a reinstatement? Even if you did, just select no. Okay, because we're going to start fresh. Are you an official representative of the company or organization or account? So you have to say yes. But if you are using like how you're logged here in the corner, if you're using an account that is not on this Google Business Profile that you're going to reinstate, either go add yourself by adding a person, and you can do that by coming over to your profile, clicking those three dots, and then business profile settings, and then you can come here to people and access and add somebody that's able to manage that account. Okay. Now, does your business profile comply? Obviously, we're going to say yes. Is your business permanently located at the address, or does it permanently service the area shown? Again, get rid of that address, make sure your service areas are updated, and say yes. Have you entered an accurate street address or service area for your business? Yes. Does your business operate in a service area? In other words, does your business model require you or an authorized representative of the business to travel to the customer's locations? Very important. If you don't have a address, you have to say yes. And here's why. Because if you're not traveling to them or meeting them or conducting business face-to-face, then you don't qualify for this profile because you're considered an online business, and this is for local businesses only. Do you conduct face-to-face business at your location? I always say no, so it's not requiring me to use my location. Did you set your address settings correctly? If you don't conduct face-to-face business at your location, don't select I serve customers at my business. So we want to toggle that off, that we don't want to display our address publicly. So you want to say yes. Do you have multiple profiles at the same location? No, you should not have multiple profiles at a same location, okay? Or maintaining service areas, okay? Unless you're just, like Miguel and I would have different profiles, that's okay. All right. Do you have multiple profiles at the same location? No. Okay. So this is where you're going to come through. All right. You are going to come through and you're going to say, what is your name? The official email address that you use to manage the business profile. So enter that. What is your relationship to the business? Do you own it? Are you an employee? Are you a friend or family member helping, an agency, anything like that? What is the name of your business? Make sure it matches the name of your profile. Okay, so that's going to flag that you don't have that correct. Okay, put in the service address or service area. So I would just put Houston. Don't put your address because then they're going to want you to prove that address. What is your business profile ID? You can get your business profile ID, and there's step-by-step on how to do it. You're just going to go here, business profile setting, and then right here, advanced settings, see profile ID. You're going to click that, and then there's going to be a copy button with your profile ID. I'm not going to click it because you don't need to know my profile ID. And then we're going to continue on. So you're going to paste that in here, all right? And then you're going to put the phone number that you can be reached at. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the phone number on your profile. What is the best way for them to contact you, especially if you're somebody helping another business? Now, you want to provide additional context for why you believe your account should be reinstated. Just say that you are a real estate agent that services, put your service area, that you do not operate at a physical office location. You go to your clients where they are in your service area. So put that you do not need to provide proof of address because you're not displaying your office location, okay? And then go through that and then explain business. That, again, the reason why I think my account was suspended, I was updating my business name and my profile to be up to date with the newest information, okay? Keep it simple, all of that. Now it's going to tell you that you need to put your business license, a utility bill, all of those things. You don't need to do that if you are not showing an address. If you are showing an address, then you have to submit this. So again, if you're using address, you're going to want to show something with that address and business name on the business license and a utility bill as well. But again, if you're just using service areas, you don't need to do that. And then it says, are you requesting reinstatement for 10 or more locations? Maybe you are, I don't know. Most people are going to say no, and then you're going to submit it. Now, a lot of times I've noticed that they don't process these tonight because I think this is probably overseas and the time difference. So a lot of times I'll get the email at night. But even when I submitted this for a client of ours, I immediately got, hey, I need a business license. It's an automatic response. And then what you're going to do is reply and say, I don't understand why I need to provide my address when I am not having clients come to my physical office address. I'm a real estate agent who meets my clients at their location. That is how we do business. All of the real estate business agents do business the same way. And then what they'll do is they'll automatically come back and say, oh, never mind, your profile's been reinstated. It's because they just get very systematic with these things. So don't get discouraged. Sometimes it takes a few times. Sometimes it's automatic. It's all about how you describe it, and just let them know that you're not serving anybody at your physical location, but just make sure that all of your stuff is turned off, because I've had clients who left the stuff turned on and wondered why they couldn't get it reinstated and kept having to ask for proof of address. So that's how you'll do the reinstatement. If you need more help outside of this, you might have to go through. You can always request to speak with somebody. Sometimes with verification, they'll have you verify and show your office location. If they're asking you to do that, it's because they think you have a physical office. You want to let them know, I don't have a physical office, okay? So these are some main reasons, but this is how you get your profile reinstated. Every time I've done this for somebody, it has worked every time. All right, so I hope you found that information helpful so you can get your Google Business Profile reinstated and start generating leads organically for free. And if you have any questions about what we went over, or maybe there's a topic you want me to cover, drop those in the comments below. And also go get my Google Business Profile course. I guarantee you, out of any course out there, whether it's social media, paid ads, this will generate more business for you than any other thing, and it'll be on autopilot for you. So go get that. It's very inexpensive. And on top of that, it'll show you how to maintain your profile and boost your SEO. Now, if you're having trouble with reinstatement and you're not getting anywhere even after watching this video, feel free to reach out for us. We do offer that service. We also do offer initial setup of your Google Business Profile, and then you'll get the course added as that into that price as well. So you can learn how to update and maintain your Google Business Profile afterwards. So if you don't have the time, our team can set it up for you and do it right. And again, if you want to get courses like that and other training that I have for free, take a look at partnering with me at eXp Realty inside the Agent Wolfpack. There's a link below where you can book a one-on-one call with me to learn more. And as always, if you want to see more of my content, you know what to do. Subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.